pineal primer or penile primer, right? The pineal gland. All right. So before I even get into like the science and the spiritual aspect of it, I want us to take a little stroll through memory lane. So um I was parked and on the way to a farmer's market. And so anyhow, I get to the farmer's market, and this is at a time where I was baked out of my mind, and so I wanted to get something to eat. So I went to this at the farmer's market. There was like this pizza maker and him and his wife. And I get there, like I said, I'm baked out of my mind, so she probably saw it in my eyes. This guy's a goner, and I get there and I order, and we start talking about how she went on a retreat to Thailand, and she was like, "Do you know about the third eye?" And then she thought like she was gonna blow my mind, like she was about to open my third eye by saying that. And I was just like, I just kind of entertained it, and I was like, "Oh, well, tell me more," or whatever. And then she's just like, and then this and that. She goes into it, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is the problem with this stuff, is that this new agey sort of thing where some white girl could go to Thailand and thinks that she suddenly cracked the code and understands everything about the world. And I think that's the problem with this stuff, is that people tap into it for the wrong reasons. Um, it's just a flex. It's just like, not only did I go to Thailand, but I came back with another eye. And so it was just like ridiculous. And anyway, so I just kind of entertained it, but I'm thinking to myself, well, if you have your third eye open, then you know who knows about the third eye, who has a third eye open, and who doesn't. It shouldn't be a surprise when you run into someone and think, oh, well, this person understands. Like, but when you're a know-it-all and think you know everything, you run the risk of making yourself sound real stupid. Um, but that's the problem with this new agey stuff. It's very corny, and it's just not very sexy. Um, and anyhow, so the simple science behind it is that you need to focus on the food, the water, the toothpaste, information that you're consuming. These are all super important things. Um, this is the science part of it, right? And then you have to wonder, well, why in the world would I even want my pineal gland to be something I give any importance to? Um, I think the thing is, it does help with the sleep wake cycle, so there is that aspect of it. There's something to that, right? Um, it regulates your circadian rhythm, so that from that perspective, it is absolutely important that you prioritize it. So obviously the easy one is just to avoid tap water and fluoride toothpaste. That easy. Other than that, I don't really give it much consideration. And then in terms of the spiritual part, it's supposed to be like the seat of the soul. Um, I think the main takeaway from the spiritual aspect of it is that it's it's basically going to help with your perception, with your ability to sort of discern qualities of the world that maybe otherwise, if you're so bogged down with other things, you wouldn't be able to notice. Sort of just the ability to have clarity, decision making, and just to be able to connect, have clairvoyance. Um, I think from that perspective, you definitely want to take it in. I don't think you want to be like that lady at the farmer's market and telling everybody how you went to a retreat and opened up your third eye to try to blow people's minds. I don't think that that's what you want to do with that stuff. I think it's more so internal. Do what you can with what you have. And in this case, I haven't really thought about it anymore. I figured, well, if it's open, it's open. If it's not, it's not. Um, but I think it is open. I think it is. But it's it's something I haven't really thought about. I remember when I was vegan, it was it was easy to kind of use that as a way to kind of tap into a lot of this new agey stuff, because like it's very cultish in that regard. You feel like, oh well, I'm higher than thou, right? Because I don't consume animal flesh, and so I'm more spiritually aware and connected to the earth, and all these other good things that vegans will tout, especially like those new agey spiritual types that come with that starter pack. Those are the people that will start to push like this whole pineal gland or third eye propaganda. And so it's a little off-putting from that perspective, because if you see it from there, you're just like, I don't want no parts of this. I'd rather just keep a calcified pineal gland. But um, I think there is some utility to at least being aware of it and understanding how you can utilize it to make better decisions, and just have clarity of mind in terms of how you move about and how you maneuver. I think from that perspective, there's definitely some utility to it. But other than that, I don't think it's something you have to consider thinking about on a daily basis, much less telling people about. It's just, I just wanted to kind of get it out there because I had thought about that recently, because someone brought it up to me, and I'm thinking to myself, I haven't really thought about the pineal gland in a very long time. But anyhow, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next.